Are video games really as bad as YouTubers say? There's this trend among self-improvement YouTubers where they tell you to quit playing video games. So is this really true? Are video games actually bad for you? Well, this is the thing you need to know. Video games give us a lot of dopamine, which is the chemical in our brain that drives our life's reward and motivation system. Now, our brain is evolutionarily designed to always want to seek out as much dopamine as possible. The thing that gives us the most dopamine is the most satisfying, the most fun thing that we can do. And video games tend to give us a lot more dopamine than real life activities do. And so this is why we experience playing video games as more fun than working or studying or going to the gym. But Rob, why is this a bad thing? Fun is good, right? Why aren't we allowed to have fun? Can we not balance having fun and playing video games with real life productive activities? Well, this is the problem. Dopamine is the thing that drives our reward and motivation systems in our brain. It drives how motivated we are to work towards our goals, and it determines how much satisfaction we get from actually working towards our goals. Our brain is going to feel the most motivated to do the things that give us the most dopamine. And so when we have something unnatural and artificial, like video games in our life that give us more dopamine than real life activities, like actually progressing, actually working towards your goals and studying and working and going to the gym and eating healthy, it is going to trick our brain into preferring to play the video game, into preferring to progress in the video game over wanting to progress in real life. I have been the guy that played a lot of video games. I have been the guy that tried to combine playing video games with real life, with being productive and working towards my big goals by only allowing myself to play 1 hour of video games in the evening after all my work was done. But when I was working during the day, when I was being productive, there was constantly something in the back of my mind that was telling me, I cannot wait to play that video game tonight. I cannot wait to unlock this thing or to discover this new thing in the video game. My life's motivation was not actually pointed towards my goals. To a certain extent, I brought up the discipline to still work, but I didn't feel that true hype, that true motivation to work towards my goals, but instead I felt a motivation to just force myself to continue to work and then go back into the video game. My true life motivation was pointed towards the video game instead of my goals. And when I completely got out video games from my life, I started to feel a hype towards life. I started to feel a motivation to work towards my goals that I had never felt before when video games were an option to me. Even if it was just 1 hour in the evening, or even if it was just on Friday and Saturday evening, it was uncomparable. I started to wake up in the morning with a genuine hype towards the day. I started to actually be able to get satisfaction or even fun from doing the hard work, because now the hard work has become this one thing that gives you the most dopamine. This is an undeniable biological fact. You cannot be truly motivated to do the hard work and genuinely work towards your long-term goals if you have things in your life that give you more dopamine. That is an undeniable fact. That is how the brain works. So is it really worth it? Do we really need to sacrifice fun activities like playing video games in order to get more motivation to work towards your goals? Well, this is entirely up to you. And I think it largely depends on how big your goals are. If you are happy with your life the way it is right now, you are happy with your financial situation, you are happy with the way that your body looks, you are happy with your dating life, the job that you have, you feel no need to get more motivated to go to your job, then sure, fine. Go ahead and play all the video games that you want. There is nothing that is holding you back if you are going to play some video games. But if you feel like your life isn't quite the way that you'd ideally want it to be, and at the same time you feel like you are constantly struggling to bring up the motivation to actually make a change, to actually consistently work hard towards your goals, then the fact that you have video games in your life, even if it's just 1 hour a day, is probably a contributor to this. It is an undeniable fact that when you have video games in your life, it is going to steal a large portion of your life's motivation away from real life, and it is going to point it towards the video game. That's how the brain works, guys. It is a harsh pill to swallow, but it is the truth. So the choice is yours. I am not going to tell you whether you should be allowed to play video games or not. But if you have big goals in life and you are constantly struggling to bring up the motivation to work towards them, then quitting video games is probably going to really help you out. Also, the argument that video games are fun and you want to keep having fun in life. What is a life without fun? Retarded argument, guys. I mean, think about it. It is literally the same as what you could say for using heroin. I could literally say the same thing about heroin. I could say, but heroin's fun. It's lots of fun. It's even more fun than playing video games. So why would I not use heroin? Huh? Why would I live a life where I would not be allowed to have fun? Think about it, guys. Yes, using heroin is fun. But that's not how fun in life works. Having fun in life over the long term often means that you should sacrifice some fun in the short term. If all you do in life is chase short-term fun, then your life will become less fun over the long term. That is how fun works. That is how dopamine works. And so if this is really the argument that you are going to play, you cannot give up video games because you want to have fun. You cannot imagine a life that is not fun. Well then, guys, reducing the amount of video games that you play should exactly be the thing that you should be doing. Because I can guarantee you, if you cut video games out of your life, your actual life starts to become fun. You don't need to escape from real life into digital alternatives to have fun, but you start to be able to actually enjoy real life.